What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Alejandro the Resilient. I've been feeling a certain type of way, and I think I decided to make two separate videos on two separate topics, and I was thinking about combining them in this video, but I'm just not going to do that. I don't necessarily feel like doing that. So what is it exactly that I'm wanting to talk about in this specific video? And it's just going to be a 5 to 6 minute conversation. You know, I've been seeing a lot of videos about you get treated differently when you start to become lean, or you start to lose fat, you start to go on a healthcare journey. And honestly, that is very true. I've had multiple instances, and one recently where, you know, I think it's also there's some truth to what people say, right? But it also shows me their character, it shows me their support, it shows me what side they're truly on. Would I say that it allows me to understand their intention? I don't necessarily think so. That's something I'm still scratching my head. I will say one thing is, I've been a bit bothered by, you know, people mistaking being lean as being skinny. And again, I guess, you know what, to each their own, and to however they see your frame, right? Everyone's different. Everyone is completely different. But I found that the individuals who typically say, "Oh, you're so skinny," or, you look very blah blah blah. Like, I guess skinny. Let me just put it that way. Honestly, it really takes a lot not to say, well, you should probably lose some fat. You know, number one, I don't want to start a conflict. Number two, I think it's a bit disrespectful, right? And number three, I think just people are very ignorant when it comes down to exercising, when it comes down to nutrition. And you can't blame them for not knowing. You can't blame them for not realizing and thinking about the fact that they're ignorant to a certain extent. Now, these individuals probably can lift a lot more than I can, but I'm at a certain point in my life where I'm not looking for a max out type of workout. I'm looking for, I'd like to be there for my future self. I like to be there for my future wife. I like to be there for my future kids, my future mom, right? As she gets older. And it just amazes me, because the individuals that typically say it are obese. I'm just going to be honest. And so when you start going on a health journey and you start becoming lean, you start losing fat, you start to dial on your nutrition, you're locked in on your workouts, you're locked in the kitchen, you should expect people to feel a certain way, to have a certain attitude. And I'm not saying you should take it personally. I think you should be able to feel it, understand how it makes you feel, but also remember that consistency is the number one indicator of success. And so if you're consistent, despite obstacles, despite the voices, despite malintended words, then you can and will succeed. And I just want to give you an encouragement this evening. Again, it made me really kind of think about certain things, especially as I struggle to, try and figure out, do I really want to get super lean and go and have to be on a very aggressive cut, go back down to eating 1,500 calories a day for 6 weeks? Or do I want to be on a moderate cut? And that's what I've chosen to do. I'm not even eating my maintenance calories right now, because I just don't, I don't want them, and I think for me, my moderate cut is good. Do I lose a certain amount of muscle? Sure. Do I lose a certain amount of weight that I can lift? Sure. But I still look more defined, and I'm still able to shape myself however I choose to shape myself. And so, I think it's just important. So again, a message to the young men out there, especially those in the fitness industry, because the fitness industry right now is just overtly broken. It is filled with supplements after supplements after supplements, after injections after injections after injections. I'm not saying all is wrong, but what I'm saying is how the perception of some of those substances affects young men, young women, because it has, and it will most likely continue to be. And so with all these fitness influencers online, don't feel pressured. Be consistent, lock in your nutrition, lock in your exercises. Excuse me. And more importantly, lock in your mindset, right? Your mindset. You'll be fine. Again, I just want to share this quick video with you all. Let me know in the comments if you've been called skinny. I'm not referring to skinny fat, but I'm just referring to, if you have been in a situation where you've lost an incredible amount of fat, where it's noticeable, and someone says, "Oh, you're skinny," and blah blah blah, and you've been putting in the work, you look so good in the clothing, any clothing that you wear. Let me know in the comments. How did you handle it as a man? How did you handle it as a woman too? If someone says certain things about you, right? Let me know. I'd like to know. Maybe I can learn from each and every one of you. Maybe I can't. And I really do hope this video helped you. Until next time, take care.